Karen, how are you?
Hey, Misha, good to hear from you.
Good to see you. It's been a little while. How you been?
Yeah, things have been going really, really well. Very, very well.
Yeah, they have. I You just closed another couple sales in the last couple days, and then Alice went ahead and made another payment for her Maui intensive. So you're doing awesome, and I wanted to call and specifically congratulate you on the Maui intensive sales. You've made two Maui intensive sales, which are both they'll end up being $3,000 commissions, and just in general, I mean, your business has picked up like lightning since you've started with us. So, congratulations, of course. And yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing behind the curtains in order to drive these results? Because I know the level of result that you're producing right now would change probably 98% of the people out there. It would change their lives. So, what are you doing back there?
Wow. Well, obviously, I'm following the training that you've given us with the solo training, the boot camp training is absolutely fantastic. And just being able to hop on the co-ops and your done for you systems, that just frees up so much of my time that I can then, while that's producing sales for me, I can also then concentrate on other areas that I can focus on getting some great material out there, content out there on social media. I've started doing a lot of live broadcasts lately, which is fantastic. It's getting a lot of reaction, a lot of response, and a lot of interest.
Yeah.
So, I'm really enjoying doing that. But it's, the whole system you have in place, Misha, it's this whole done for you system is just incredible because it, like I say, it generates sales while I can do other stuff to generate more sales. So, it's fantastic.
Yeah, well, that's the idea. And I think what you're doing really well is like it's the 80-20 rule, right? So we take care of a lot of the stuff in regards to helping you make those first sales and then get off the ground. But what you've done really well is you're doing the Facebook Lives and you're building off your small successes. And that just leads to more larger levels of success, bigger sales on the back end. Now $3,000 commissions when people go ahead and come through and see the value in the Maui Intensive. And you're following up really, really, really well compared to some of the other affiliates who are making front end sales, but then are just kind of frustrated with the fact that not many people are upgrading. So, and that's coming to something I can see from my perspective when they wonder what they're doing wrong. So why don't you kind of walk us through that process a little bit and shed some light on that, if you don't mind.
No problem at all. I mean, yes, I am obviously, when people come into my team, they immediately get put into another autoresponder series for Aweber, giving them, a welcome email. Then that has various follow-ups over the next following week or so, just to help them along the process and that. And I also reach out to them personally on telephone. Sometimes that's successful, sometimes it isn't. I try and connect with them on Facebook. So I just try and make sure I somehow touch base with these people so they don't feel alone. They understand what they have to do to connect with their coach, who is obviously another great resource to them. Sorry, it's my antivirus. I want them to understand that they've got additional support from me. I've also done my own training for them as well with what I'm doing specifically on social media so that they can follow my footsteps, if you like, and understand the processes that I've been using to generate even more business.
Nice. Yeah, it's kind of funny that you said that. Not many people do that. And in regards to setting up the separate autoresponder series in Aweber that indoctrinates them as members, most people, even the people who do well with the follow-up, they do it all very kind of on the fly, which is good. You need the on the fly. But it's funny because one of the few things that I did in the last business that I was in was I did exactly what you just went ahead and outlined. And I had my own little series. It was like a 6-step series that pushed people through the Ascension model that was in place over there. And that, I want to say, quadrupled my sales when I got that in place based on the fact that I was making more back-end sales. So that's awesome. Then I had...
And it just makes them feel looked after as well. And,
Yeah.
that there is there's someone else they can reach out to, and a lot of them do frequently. I mean, this is the other great thing where time's been freed up with my marketing, with the done for you systems. I can spend a lot more time with those members who need the extra support, just to get them through. Because obviously, if you can give them that support, then they will understand it better and be able to support their own members moving forward. So it's a win-win, basically.
Exactly. One thing I did that you might want to try is that you can actually, in Aweber, you can get a campaign code, and then I gave that to my other members to integrate into their business, and it created more duplication. I actually didn't make anything off of the duplication in that old business, but something to test out for sure. And then
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, they have already got my emails, exactly what I send to people to follow up. They know what I do. I've done a video explaining, the follow-up campaign as well, apologising that they're not special and they're not getting personal emails from me, but that it helps, their new members through the system, basically.
Well, that's what they want, too. They want it automated. They're more happy to realize that it's automated than to kind of feel bad that you're not giving them one-on-one attention, So
exactly, but if they need the one-on-one, then I'm there to help them as well. So it's a win-win. So yeah.
Cool. So just to kind of, you're being humble, and I've said that you made a couple $3,000 sales, but just to actually kind of let people know what you've managed to do, kind of bring light to. I don't always like to talk about numbers all the time, but when I'm giving a congrats call to people, where you went from. I mean, in the last, I think, 9 months when you first got started, how much you were able to generate, and then once you've gotten started and taken action, and what's happened?
It's an incredible difference. In 9 months, I made $2,500 in the previous efforts I was making in affiliate marketing, and I joined Super Affiliate Network on the 24th of April, so that's just about 9.5 weeks. And I'm just short, literally by a couple of dollars, just short of 27,000.
27,000. So you've more or less you've 10x the amount you've made in 1/10 of the time, more or less, right? Yeah. So that would be like a compounding, like 100% increase, something like that. But yeah, it's awesome.
I've completely reinvested. I've reinvested into myself. Obviously, I upgraded to Maui straight away, and now I've obviously invested a lot more into my marketing, because obviously to scale upwards, that's what you have to do. So so I'm really excited about the future now, having that ability to scale, and it's incredible. So, awesome. And I'm excited to teach other people exactly what I'm doing as well.
Most definitely. I'll say the one other thing I did in my old business that I was running before I started the Super Affiliate Network that worked really well was I got an automated webinar campaign set up. So that's something that I'm teaching you with the Maui Intensive content, and
awesome.
Be working on that. And I'm looking forward to helping you out with that when you come out to Maui and working with you in person. It'll be fun. And just looking forward to the whole thing in general, and then of course congratulating you in person. And I know this is only the beginning for you, so congratulations once again, and keep doing what you're doing. It's awesome to see your progression.
Thanks so much, Misha. I want to say thank you for your leadership. What you are teaching us at the Super Affiliate Network is frankly, at basic level, it's pure gold. And I know as we move up through the levels, it just gets better and better and better, and it's incredible what you are giving us, because it really is the key to freedom as far as I'm concerned.
Awesome. Well, hey, I almost forgot. I like to end these calls with 3 rapid fire questions. So, well, not 3 rapid fire questions, really just 3 answers to one question. So if there was someone on the fence, maybe they purchased the trial membership, and they're thinking about going pro, they're thinking about purchasing the Maui Intensive, but they don't really have the level of belief that they need in the system that it'll actually work for them when they take action. What are like 3 very quick, actionable things you'd tell them to do that will help them make that first sale, that will then kind of bring validity to the idea that it'll actually work for them?
Right, well, firstly, it's got to be jump on that co-op. Just get on the co-op. That is the best thing you can do. It's the fastest way you're going to bring in sales in the short term. Secondly, talk about your successes. You're also going to get a lot of leads on the co-op. Talk about that on social media. Put up screenshots. That was the very first post I put up on social media, was the amount of leads I was getting in, and the response I had was absolutely incredible. So that would be number two. And number three is just go pro, seriously, because when those guys start converting to pro, because going pro has literally more than 10 times my business. I'm not even joking. About a few weeks ago, I did the figures and I worked it out, and at the time I was at $18,000 in profit. And I worked it out, if I hadn't gone pro, I would have only made around $1,800. So, for me, it was just a total no-brainer. I went pro within 2 days. And there are payment plans to enable you to do that as well. So, if you're thinking about it seriously, it takes your business to the next level and it makes you that six-figure earner. So, yeah, it's got to be done, guys. And it also, by going pro, you're showing leadership to people who sign up under you as well. So, yeah.
That's
my advice.
Cool. Yeah, gold as always. I'm going to leave it at that. And congratulations. Keep on doing it. And you're making such fast progress. We're going to have to do another webinar pretty soon here, I think.
Okay, fantastic. Hopefully it won't crash this time.
I know, right? Somehow we pulled it off, though. That's what counts.
We did. It was incredible. Yeah, absolutely amazing. And it was a real baptism of fire. So I think it did me a huge favour in the long run.
Yeah, very true. Cool. Well, hey, thanks again. And look forward to speaking soon.
Yeah, speak soon, Misha. Take care now.
All right. See ya.
Bye.